Topic 2 on universal investment considerations is made up of 5 topics. The first is on professionalism and fiduciary duty. The second on regulation. The third on geopolitics, and the last 2 cover ESG. And one of the constructive response questions on the CAIA exam will come from material from topic 2, and they generally have that particular constructive response question, or essay question as we refer to it as for brevity, cover some or all of the readings in this topic. Right, we'll begin with 2.1. So professionalism and fiduciary duty. First, we just sort of talk about the investment industry, which is obviously a part of the finance industry. We talk about the ecosystem, the entities that make up the investment industry, and what the purpose of the industry is. So we look at these sort of 4 purposes that are not mutually exclusive, so they do and can overlap. So you definitely want to know these. So these sort of lists and these sort of key things related to whatever the topic's discussing are good things to, good things to remember, especially because they're easy things to test particularly on constructive response type questions. And then we look at the players in the industry, who are the participants essentially. So the asset owners that are principals, the agents sort of make up the value chain. Then we have the wider stakeholders. So you want to be familiar with these and sort of, if necessary, give examples, but. Okay. Not sure why it's not moving, sorry. There we go. All right, and then we look at what essentially defines an asset owner, an allocator. So you want to know what the qualifying traits are for those. And of course, we know that most of our institutional investors do qualify fully as asset owners, and pension funds are the largest group of that qualify as asset owners. And then we talk about essentially how value is created in the industry, and we sort of think that it should really be allocation of capital. But as we see in the discussion here, that essentially the 2 key activities in the industry are wealth management and risk management, and that's really the key activity. And then stewardship is part of engaging with management. And so generally the value creation score is higher for wealth and risk management compared to allocating capital. And then remember, we mentioned that risk management is done typically in a point in time or a cross-sectional approach focused on relative risk, but it would be better if it was done with a time series or through time approach and looking at absolute risk. So organizations we know share this sort of mission for client first delivery of wealth. They contribute in their own unique ways, depending on some specifics of their company, how devoted their